Hey, what's cracking, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages? Welcome to round one of my very own RedEyes $450 Dead in February tournament qualifiers for Group C, brought to you and sponsored by Hunter of Gunman and Glacier Gaming. And we got 3 rounds of action, mayhem, and strategy to get in with you today. But first and foremost, for those of you who aren't acquainted as to who I am, I'm RedEyes, your ever-lovable and adorably cuddly caster, bringing you that daily dosage of butt kickery, tomfoolery, and all-around shenaniganism. And we got the 4 brothers, Team Secret, Brother Town, the Lycans, Panda Esports, Road to Death, Bandits, Execution, Twisted Minds, Spirit, Looney Tunes, Fruit Cup OG, Dumb Luck Esports, Royals of War, Evolution Gaming SA, Eternal Gaming, Iconic Gaming, Deuces, and Dark Esports. So I'm expecting nothing but action right off the bat. And you guys already know we're kicking things off with Erangel. What do we need to say about a map like Erangel? Well, it's basically the off-bred love child of Sandhawk and Miramar. Ooh, sorry about that. Which does leave it fairly reliant upon the flight path to determine just what sort of early game that we actually end up getting. So with that being said, I think we're going to just have a quick look here at the map. It's a perfectly central flight path. Our participants are absolutely thanking their lucky stars here. They're left with nothing but options here in terms of where to drop. And that is about as optimal of a situation as they could hope for here. So let's go ahead and get into the thick of it. We've already got some early jumpers. It looks like the likes of Looney Tunes going to be jumping northbound. Let me see here. Let me actually move this to the top. Yeah, so we got Looney Tunes jumping northbound alongside people in the Lycans, and that's going to be definitely something to keep an eye out for, especially with Looney Tunes jumping northbound as well alongside them. Here towards the more central region, we can see we've got members of, we got members of Execution jumping along or dropping alongside Eternal Gaming and members of Brother Town. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out for. And even further northbound, we can see members of 4 Bros jumping next to Royals of War, heading northbound, and they're not too far off from what I believe is Evolution Gaming as well. Even Yasnaya looks like it might get some contestation here. We've got members of Iconic Gaming dropping alongside the likes of Fruit Cup OG as well as Road to Death, and we've already got some action, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get into the thick of it here as we go into Chinky. All right, let's get this highlighter off. And, of course, the little slight render in there to be expected. Well, looks like OG Playboy going off already in the distance. You know, just now, all of a sudden, reduced down to the final member here for Eternal Gaming. They're having a very rough start here, with everything relying on now to get that placement and points for round 1. They definitely don't want to be eliminated from the possibility of advancement just right off the bat. That would be awfully discouraging. But no time to waste as we go all the way to the eastern portion of the map at Lipovka, where the likes of, it looks like, I guess this is going to be Panda Esports alongside Twisted Minds as well as Team Secret. And we can already hear the boys in Team Secret doing some work here. So let's get a brief glimpse. Oh, wow, they are close. Twisted Minds, Eric, just crossing over. We see Divine, one's back, is trying to get a nice little utility thrown outwards towards Eric, but not really any successful connecting damage. Actually, perhaps a smidge, but not really enough to initiate any sort of push, to say the least. Oh, I just noticed that this needs to be moved up just a tad. There we go. All right. So here we have it. Slacks, pardon me, of Team Secret here, trying to get a little warning utility thrown outwards towards members of Twisted Minds. Not any connecting shots there. We did see something happen here in the distance. It's going to be the likes of the Fruit Cups facing off with someone. We're going to go briefly tune in just to make sure we're not missing too much of it. Yep, they are squaring off against the opposition. So it's Road to Death here and Fruit Cup Elite, and that is news right there with a beautiful takedown. However, retaliation served cold and fast, and that boy is down as well. So, it be like that sometimes, buddy. That's going to leave everything riding on Quick Nick and him alone for the Fruit Cups, and he is desperately trying to secure a revive on his fallen teammate. Tryout does so successfully, and now just to get a reload in there with his Uzi, I'm assuming this is more so out of desperation, desperation and necessity than preference here. Ooh, Tryout with the monster nade on Jod. What a beast. Absolutely raining hellfire on the opponent and able to secure the revive here as well. Nicely played. No time to waste, though, ladies and gentlemen. There's just too much action here on the playing field, and boy, we have got to get back to the boys here in Panda Esports, just above the opposition in Twisted Minds and Team Secret. All right, Chesk holding position here inside this little bit of compound. Let's just get an idea how far away he is from the opposition. Okay, one building over. Is not by any means a position of safety, but he's thanking the stars above for these 4 walls for sure. Oh, it looks like ICG going off in the distance. We're going to catch a brief glimpse just to have a little look-see at what's happening in their neck of the woods. It looks like they're having a bit of a altercation here with Fruit Cup as well. They must have smelled the blood in the water like some third-party sharks that they could be here and tried to come in for some easy claps. However, it's been proven to Gavinci that it's not going to be just completely altogether easy. However, we have 2 Gavincis on this team. All right. I guess we're going to check out for a brief moment just what's happening here in the Pachinki regions, just to get a brief glimpse on execution and their opposition here in Brothertown. It looks to me like it's actually going to be a bit of a standoff here between these two. And with that much compound cover in between them, I'm not too eager to stay there. 4 bros here in the midst of it. The clutches of the opposition of Royals of War. And W2M taken down by Laurie. Clock trying to hold position in the shack. Does secure a thirst right there and then. But boy, that shack could be lining him up like fish in a barrel here, as we've seen time and time again. Clock desperately trying to catch an off angle on the Royals of War as Zolder takes out his teammate Laurie for a quick knock. Clock already reduced down to about 2/3 of his overall health. He's going to make it rain some hellfire. Ooh, Royals of War. Franco gets a thirst on Laurie and a knock on Zolder all at once. 2 birds, 1 stone. Nicely done. All right, Clock desperately trying to secure a revive on Zolder, but realistically not going to happen. And the 4 bros who started off as 3 bros are now no bros left. All right, well, let's catch a brief glimpse. We're going to catch it at Twisted Minds' perspective here. At this point, reduced down to a 2-piece of Chesk and Eric. So with half their starting team, they're absolutely going to need to dial things back and reduce things from that all-out aggressive to maybe a more reserved standpoint here and let these numbers dwindle. Try to secure some placement points at the very least so they have a fair shot at advancing to the finals. Speaking of the finals, ladies and gentlemen, while we have a brief moment of downtime, we're going to go over it, but keep in mind, the format of this has definitely been changed since this graphic was made, and I'll go over those changes. So we got 20 teams competing. Of those 20 teams, 4 will actually advance because we run 3 qualifiers now instead of 4. So 12 qualified teams with 8 invited Tier 1 teams where they all duke it out tomorrow at 9:00 p.m. EST for that $450 prize pool. That's a $400 first place prize and a $50 top frag. So y'all do not want to miss it. All right. I guess we'll catch a little bit of the word on the street, see what the secret is. See, Team Secret is actually going to be driving southbound away from the opposition, and I don't blame them because, honestly, the way this zone is shifted with a percentage of it being occupied by water, only further limiting the participants' options here, they're going to go and get some early secure placement and maybe try to hold position and utilize those walls to their advantage. But as we switch over to the likes of Fruit Cup, who are now sitting pretty with 3 kills and still, 4 kills and still a full 4-piece, looking very strong right now. We see Quick Nick holding position just inside the building here in Yasnai. He might even be AFK. Switching over to Tryout. Did I just switch? Okay, never mind. I must not have. All right, we got 1v4, Tryout, Quick Nick, and Noob. And boy, somebody's close by. It's going to be Quick Nick, and he is now back to the keyboard here. I guess back to his device, I should say. And trying to establish a little bit of distance between himself and the opposition in Iconic Gaming. Hey, Ravi. Hey, buddy. Everyone's over on YouTube right now if you want to come watch. Hey, guys. Welcome to the channel. Thank y'all so much for being here. I need to go ahead and get this YouTube link pinned to the top of the chat feed here. All right. Well, Quick Nick getting closer to the opposition. Not quite lined up there yet, though. Okay. All right. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Just had to make sure everything was set up correctly, and we are good. So, where is the next bit of blood going to come from here? This looks to be still remaining the closest angle altercation. And yes, look at Quick Nick wrecking house with the 6X M4. He just got 3 of them. He just got 3 of them. Whoa. No misses for Quick Nick here. What did I just see? I'm titling that and absolutely saving. That was impressive. All right, we're actually going to copy that and back that up, too. I don't want to miss that. All right, nades being thrown out there to the opposition. Durkio is basically down for the count. Quick Nick finishes him off with that nice little bit of hellfire there. All righty. Well, man, the Fruit Cups are looking extremely strong. 7 kills. Haven't lost a single member in the process. Just very strong right now and definitely riding that momentum and confidence. We'll see if they can maintain that into round 2. But look at this! We got the boys in Brothertown driving right up on the opposition of Execution and just dealing out a little execution themselves. Oh yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. The dad jokes are going to be in full effect tonight. One moment. Ooh, Playboy desperately to escape the clutches of the remainder of Execution, and it does look like at this point Execution is still a full 4-piece. However, Nooblet is knocked, leaving it relying on Chill, Bean, and Alpha Wolf here. Chill going up a little bit closer, trying to get to a position where he can boost up, and Bean, that Bean is down and planted in the ground. Oh my goodness, we are down to Alpha Wolf and Chill. Alpha Wolf already around 2/3 of his overall health, while Chill is able to secure a takedown with that Honey Badger, now taking a lot of damage in retaliation and reduced down to 50% of his overall health. He is trying his best here and awaiting the inevitable push from the opposition here in Brothertown. And that is not good for members of Brothertown, as Jasa nades himself, and boy, no time wasted as Chill capitalizes. Jasa, that was a rough one, buddy. We all make mistakes, so don't beat yourself up too bad, but that is unquestionably going to have cost the team dearly there. No time to waste. We're switching over to Team 10. This is going to be the Bandits in an altercation with the likes of Deuces. Deuces coming up very aggressively, potentially. Oh, nope, driving on by just across the roadway. Going to utilize these two stories here, potentially. We got EV Enzo going off in the distance against BSK. Let's see who that is. All right, it's Evolution Gaming. We're going to catch a brief glance here at them just to see what all is happening in their neck of the woods. Yep, they're having a distance altercation. We see player 1 with the 4X M4 getting a takedown on Yopi. Potentially a Thirst. I wasn't able to quite see. Oh, wow. And talk about an inopportune time to have to deal with a third party, as members of Team Secret drive right on by. It looks like Viz just gets wrecked apart, bringing him down to a three-piece of Warlock, Corrupt, and Slacks. And now they are out of that immediate danger, but getting sort of out of the frying pan and into the fire as they get closer and closer to Dumb Luck. And yep, it looks like it's going to be something right here now. That's Dumb Tech running head-on into Warlock. Warlock cuts him up and just wrecks house with that Scar L. Quick work. Corrupt taking a bit of damage in retaliation, brought down to just above half health, but is able to reset himself to a position to cover. They're going to have to be careful, though, because the opposition is not just going to be those in Dumb Luck. It looks to me like we got members of Panda Esports not far off either. So, let's see here. Yeah, they are not far off at all. And, ooh, Franco wrecking into the Fruit Cups. What is going on? Fruit Cups now facing a little bit of a challenge here as Tryout is taken down, but quick to be revived here. We see 1v4 desperately trying to heal up, so it's going to be on Quick Nick and Noob for a brief moment to do Overwatch and cover fire. But Quick Nick with that 8x AWM absolute distance monster as Royals of War push up to the mix as well. Quick Nick dodges it! He dodges it! What is going on? And takes out Franco! This boy is on one. Oh my gosh. Quick Nick. I am titling this as well. That was impressive. And it's not over yet. That's going to leave everything riding on W1X here. He is able to get a revive on Franco. And now a retaliation served hard onto Quick Nick as he is down with that UMP. And looks like he does not have a shot at being revived. But look, 1v4 trying to sneak up with a slight little side flank and spotted real quick by W1. And this is interesting. We got the players in Dumb Luck Esports basically sandwiching the likes of Fruit Cup OG here. So I do want to see what's going to happen with this last final remaining member of Fruit Cup, which is going to be Noob, desperately trying to be a sneaky little snake here in the grass, and you can't blame them. 8 kills to their name. All they need now is the placement, but with 44 players remaining, it could all be undone in just a brief few moments, and Dumb Luck definitely knows where he is. And to add matters, you know, insult to injury here, we got Royals of War circling in behind him. He is literally the deli meat of a peanut butter and screwed sandwich right now. Oh, whoops. I'm making sure my sound is on, and it is, for sure. Guys, how are my sound levels? A little loud? Anything need to change? Just let me know. All right, well, no time to really sit around and sit idly by here because I am just too curious what's happening off in the distance. Yep, it's XMS going off in the distance. I'm not really sure. I have to check in on who XM is. That is going to be the likes of Panda Esports. That's right. My apologies to them. As it is now down to Bankel and Divine One's back. Sir is taken down, and will he be revived here? It's going to be a desperate attempt here by Divine is back. It does look like he is able to hold off that push there, and now we have more action in the distance as the Lycans, currently with 0 kills to their name, are relying on Sun and Sun alone. This boy is OP, though. If you've got to rely on somebody, this guy is an absolute CQC monster. Unfortunately, closing in on his teammate, and Corrupt from Team Secret just wrecks house into him. And in that case, he was outnumbered, outmanned, and outgunned with not a lot of options there on the board. So we're going to switch our attention briefly over to Gao here of Team 21. This is going to be Team Deuces, and they are right up here next to the opposition. Oh, looks like Bandit's having at it in the distance. Let's catch a brief glance just for a moment. Bandit still a full 4-piece, but 2 members knocked. Minnie and Nyx are down, and I cast her cursed as Nyx is eliminated. Minnie is still down, leaving it relying on Baby and Lonnie here. Or Laney, pardon me. And Baby trying to utilize what geographical cover is afforded to her, and what else is there but that vehicle and some grass and high ground. So it's not like he or she is working with nothing, but they're going to have to make up their minds soon because Dark Esports coming in from behind could be a lot of trouble in the future. Oh, Baby wasting no time with a quick push and facing the consequences about confidence right there. That is going to be it for the likes of Panda Esports there. Corrupt trying to catch wind of his opponents there in Twisted Minds. And it looks like Twisted Minds might be a little bit distracted here. I see Eric's holding down the shack and actually not distracted. He's got his eyes on Team Secret, but it looks like Franco of Royals of War might be trying to pull a zone edge flank rotation here. But he might run into Gavinci as we speak of Iconic Gaming. That could be problematic. Gavinci not even firing a shot. Not going to bring that unnecessary attention to himself. He's in it for the long haul. All right, well, Vacant with an AWM off in the distance. We can hear these shots being fired off left and right. It is just raining bullets right now. Yep. Oh, here we go. We're going to go catch a nice brief glance. Oh, wow, what a push. That's an aggressive push. Well, Chusk taken down, but like to be revived unless Franco gets, or pardon me, yeah, Franco down. Like to be revived by W1 unless they are pushed upon by Looney or someone. However, Looney in the clutches here with the opposition of Evolution Gaming. Evolution. Ooh, that's Indra flow down. It's all riding on Zahi and Player One. And boom goes the dynamite, ladies and gentlemen. The secret is out. Team Secret is not playing games. However, it is down to Corrupt and Corrupt alone. So that could be problematic. He's going to have to probably dial things back a little bit. What are the odds of him being able to get a revive? Absolutely almost slim to none, given that Slacks is so far away. And that just goes to illustrate the complications that can arise from that split up positioning. Well, Alpha Whoops does catch wind of Noob, and boom, easy claps there with that DP28 6x. Or, pardon me, I didn't even red dot combo. Where did that 6x statement come from? I don't know. Well, we're gonna go over to Looney. Currently, Looney is one of the last 4 pieces remaining, and we see Ecstasy desperately in need of some heals here. Pretty, not great on health at the moment, but definitely going to have the opportunity to boost up here, utilizing what smoke cover he can. And let's get a little bit of a closer view here and look at the spread out. All the zones edges are being gate kept. This is a atrocity here for the likes of Looney. This is not what they were hoping for. And we can hear shots already being put off. Freddy getting ready for some action as they drive in between the likes of Panda Esports and every other team on the board. Freddy does wreck into the opposition, but boy, revenge is served cold and fast, and retaliation is no joke there. Well, that's going to leave everything riding on Looney Vacant here, and boy, in the middle of the open field here with Alpha of Dark Esports just above him. Well, nicely clapped by Vacant. Good reaction time under pressure, too. Oh, but, ooh, that was that. And the caster curse remains a real thing, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. All right. Well, we're going to go God's Eye here just to get an overall perspective of what's happening in this tiny little remainder of a playing field. It looks like Royals of War dealing out some death left and right. But he is in a bit of a conundrum with a 1v4 scenario here. Just outnumbered, outmanned, outgunned. If he somehow pulls this off, boy, what an absolute monster. And let's not rule him out, because he does have 7 kills to himself. He's responsible for 7 of the team's 12. Those 12 kills between 2 players. Oh, I withdraw it. It's 2 members of Royals of War and 3 members of Deuces. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you all know how it's about to go. All right, boy. I mean, playing it well under pressure. But his only teammate is now out of there, and it's all riding on W1 here at this point. Oh, Rex into J. Rex into down. Oh my goodness. Come on, can he do it? It's a 1v1. Woo! Oh my goodness. Royals of War. I can't believe what I just saw. That is an absolute huge upset there. Royals. Let's see here. Royals chicken dinner. Flipped it. All right. Wow. What an impressive performance there between Franco and W1 of Royals of War, with 15 kills between them, and W1 responsible for literally 10 of those kills. Unbelievable performance there on his end. We got the crew in Deuces securing second with 6 kills between 3 of their players. Looney grabbing third with 5. Coming in fourth, it's going to be Team Secret with 7, 5 of which go to Corrupt. Panda Esports in 5th with 5 kills, 4 of which are from Divine. We got Dark Esports in 6th with 7. 6 of those kills came from Naomi. Twisted Minds in 7th with 1 kill, and that came from Chesk. All right, let's see. All right, 8th place going to the likes of Execution, I believe. And that's with 3 kills between Nublet and Chill. We got the boys in EV. This is going to be Evolution Gaming. My apologies, with 5 kills. We got ICG, Iconic Gaming, in 10th with 0. The Bandits in 11th with 1 kill from Laney. We got 12th place going to, you guessed it, the Fruit Cups. And that is going to be with, 8 kills. Not a bad effort. Dumb Luck in 13th, but with 0 kills to speak of. We got the Lycans in 14th with a big onion as well. We got BSK. This is going to be... Oh, pardon me. This is Spirit. Team Spirit securing 15th place here, and that's with 2 kills. Both of those kills came from Mando. The boys in Brothertown grabbing 16th, and that is going to be with only 1 kill from Playboy. We got Eternal entering as a 3-piece, and boy, this is not good for them because they know the rules. 3 tags minimum, and that is very problematic for them. They're not going to be scored, and they've been in this event for a long time, so that's tragic. But 1 kill to Phoenix. 18th going to 4 Bros with 1 kill from Zolder, and lastly, 19th going to Road to Death with that big old onion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a very, very, very impressive round 1. Sick action. Basically right off the bat there. Not a lot of downtime to speak of. But I am curious what's going to happen. I mean, we've just seen our participants in the very first map ever introduced to the game, but that's the one they're supposed to be most familiar with. I'm curious about what's going to happen when we take things to that wide open desert. I am, of course, speaking about Miramar when we return for round 2 of 3 of my very own RedEyes $450 Dead in February tournament qualifiers for Group C in just a few short moments. Stick around. We'll be back soon. Alrighty, cutie patooties, welcome back to round 2 of my very own RedEyes $450 Dead in February tournament qualifiers for Group C, brought to you and sponsored by Hunter of Gunmen and Glacier Gaming, and we're kicking off round 2, as you guessed it, that wide open arid desert of Miramar. Now, what do we need to say about a map like this? What are words? Essentially, it's the largest map that we have in the game. Now, technically, Erangel is the same size, being an 8x8, but that really includes Erangel's bodies of water. So realistically, this is our largest map, meaning that the odds of two teams landing next to each other just going to be a bit slimmer. But it's also the most open map that we have in the game, so the odds of you being sniped from 300 meters away are just exponentially higher. So you need to be alert of not just your immediate surroundings, but your distant surroundings as well. And third of all, this map is so large that it finds itself entirely reliant upon the flight path to determine what sort of early game we actually end up getting. So with that being said, I'm going to do something very unlike me, and I'm going to edit a scene on the spot here. But here we have it. I'm going to give you guys a brief run through. Yep, it's not a bad flight path, not ideal by any means, but could definitely be worse. I'm just going to... Oh, wow, I can actually do this in studio mode. This is suave. Big brain moves. All right, here we go. It's not going to be perfect by any means, but we're going to see what we got here. Yep. Monitor 3. There we go. All right, let's have a quick look. Oh, son of a yacht. I screwed it up, but you know what? We're going to have a look-see. I'm going to give it a shot and edit it here on the spot anyway. So, this is obviously not correct, but bear with me. Let's see. We'll reset this bad boy here. And you all saw the flight path, yada, yada, but it's going to be an interesting one just because it is kind of a coastal route, but it looks like that would be, you know, inopportune for the participants. It looks like that would be like a monstrosity for them, but it's not really. And the reason I say that is because the route from Campo Militar down to the south mid portion of zone, it actually just runs right in between two strings of compounds. So it is actually, oh wow, I was like, why is that not doing anything? Because I'm doing the map on my iPad, genius. All right, well, here's the spread. Here's what's happening. Ba-da-yum, ba-dum. And voila. My apologies about that, guys, but it is important for me to get that scene set up at least somewhat correctly here. I said somewhat correctly, but I guess not. Wow. Not sure what I did there, but wow. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just a little confused of what I... Okay, I don't know why that was like that, but all right. So looks like we're already getting some altercations on the board. That's what's important. So let's go ahead and get into the thick of it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go tune into 4 bros as they potentially get closer and closer to the opposition here as Clock wrecks into Dumb Angry. And my apologies about the intro. Does he hit him? I don't know. Oh, he does get the knock on him. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We're focused in. We're good to go. All right, well, Angry's of dumb luck is pretty much out of there, and that's to be expected this early on in game with takedowns like that. There's just so much cluster here on the board, especially for it being a Miramar map. Who do we tune into? We got the Bandits up against the likes of Dark Esports here. Bandits, 0 kills so far, but looks like Dark Esports might only be a 3-piece potentially. Oh, I withdraw that. Dark Esports, definitely a full 4-piece. Music does not need to be on. DJ, cut the beat. All right. We're going over to Team Secret, who did so well in round 1. Can they maintain that momentum up against the likes of the opposition in execution here, just slightly to their northeast? They're fairly close in proximity, but you got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miramar, and objects, as my boy DK says, objects may be further away than they appear. Just like one of those little side view mirrors. But we got the likes of the Fruit Cups already being reduced down to a 3-piece. It looks like 1v4 has already been eliminated. Tryout desperately in need of some healing here, which he does seem to be utilizing his very last bandage. He's got one boost to follow. Quick Nick already perched atop the roof. Oop, here we see it. ICG, Iconic Gaming, going in. And with a quick push on Looney, it's not looking good here for Ecstasy. He's surrounded and extremely low on health. Luckily, he does have that double-barrel shotgun, that DBS, that CQC monster. Only with 5 bandies, though, it is not going to be a battle where time is in his favor here. Durkio continuing to push up. All right. His moments are numbered. Can his teammates get here? Whoa! Goodness. This boy's reaction time is not a joke. Ecstasy with some seriously quick reaction time. Freddy taking out Durkio in retaliation, but Ecstasy serving up yet another dish, a third dish of that revenge here. Are we going to see yet another squad wipe? A 1v4? There's no way. Oh boy, taking shots now. The blood has been smelled in the water. They heard the sounds, and now Fruit Cup coming to capitalize, and he does get the squad wipe! Wow. What is going on tonight? Oh no. Okay, there we go. That was insane. I gotta rename that right now. Ecstasy 3. Rename this one Ecstasy 2. All right, now what else is happening here on the playing field? Looks like the once 3-piece of Dumb Luck has already been taken down a peg as Angry's been eliminated. So it's all going to be relying on Tech and Mac here. And they have the looming opposition in 4 Bros. Ironically, I believe 4 Bros might also be a 3-piece. Let's see. Yep. Ain't that just a conundrum? They kind of put themselves in a corner with that name. But I'm going to quickly switch over to the boys in Eternal. It's now with 2 tags. Clout messaged me and explained the situation. We'll see. Either way, they're being good sports and continuing to participate, which means a lot. But their looming opposition here is going to be the boys in Brotherstown. And wow, Brotherstown utilizing a 2-1 split here. Or is that a 3-1 split? Let's have a look. Oh, Jassa spotted. However, Jassa spots Drippy right on back. Clout getting a takedown on Santali. Let's have a look-see at our boy Clout. M4 mini combo, finding himself entirely reliant on 5.56 at this stage. And this could... Ooh, looks like excuse baby. Driving on by and maybe feeling out a little bit of death from the distance. And oh, what a takedown onto Yuno by Playboy. But goodness knows Clout wasn't having it. Getting Playboy right on out of there. Well, we are going to switch over to what remains of Brotherstown. At this point, Jassa and Kidu, Santali still not able to be revived here in this opposition here with Eternal. Clout not far off either. Okay. Go Royals of War. Yeah, Royals of War put up one monster performance. And particularly that chicken dinner that they were able to pull off. That 1v4, ultimately a 1v4. Just ridiculous ending and a ridiculous start to the match, to be honest. Well, Eternal is down to Clout and Clout alone, perched, awaiting the inevitable push here. With only an Uzi M4 combo. And here we go. Time is not on his side, and he knows it, and spotted through the window. What a run of bad luck. And Clout is out of there. Dropped like a bad habit. All right, so we're going to switch over to the 3-piece of the Lycans. Sun, Toxic, and Moon also not utilizing the 3-tag rule. Sun, you're my boy. You got to read the rules, my man. Well, 4 bros as a 3-piece, but with 3 of the same tag. Give them credit where credit is due. Off in the distance. We're going to switch over maybe to execution. They're putting themselves in a bit of a conundrum here, sandwiching themselves in between Panda Esports and members of Royals of War, and we've seen what Royals of War can do. Ooh, that bean has been planted. Goodness knows he is down. Alpha Wolf already below half health as well, and Chill taken down from the side. It's going to be the Pandas just eating hungry right now. Nublet scoping in with that M4. Goodness gracious, sir. Wrecking house, bringing down the house. I don't know what I was trying to do. I had 2 choices for sentences, and I couldn't pick either one, apparently. I just got committed on the first word between 2 different words, and what came out was... All right, well, this actually might be an opportunity here for execution. Having this high ground vantage point and a 2-2 split over what remains of Panda Esports at this point is just Bankal and Shaksa. This could be something serious. However, Brothertown in a freaking clutch here up against the life Team Secret. And look at Kiddu firing away with that 3x M4 aimed outward at Corrupt and another teammate. Looks like Kiddu did get the takedown on Viz, but Fruit Cup's going off in the distance. Let's go check them out. Well, too late to check out the Fruit Cups because they have been 4-broed out of there. Goodness. We're going to switch back to execution here in this standoff here with Panda. I am curious to see what they're going to do with this high ground. And this goes to beg the inevitable question here that I ask almost every single Miramar match. What is the better move here? The high ground geographical cover or the low ground compound cover? If you have to choose between... In this case, I'm going to say it's a... Well, I always say in general it's a contextual situation. It varies on a case-by-case basis. But in this case, I would go with execution here with this geographical high ground. And the reason being that if one of them was knocked, they would be able to basically immediately be out of the line of sight here. Whereas with that low ground being as such it is, a knock could still be in the line of sight from the high ground. Alright, well, Evolution, continuing as a 4-piece here, hasn't lost anyone in the mix just yet, but they are in looming quarters here with the opposition in Twisted Minds. And no one closer than Intraflow with that Scar-L UMP combo. Just quickly and subtly switching over to that Maserati. I see you, sir. And so does he. Indraflow being fired upon the vehicle is smoking harder than the Cheech Chong film. And oh boy, desperately trying to get to the position of cover behind this boulder. All right, Enzo looking back and aiming to put a little cover fire here for his teammate, shooting backwards at Twisted Minds. No connecting damage there, but that play zone is not their friend, which brings me to another point. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this and your teammates or you are in the event, this is now 2 years running that I have done this. So please be aware, all zones are boosted in terms of speed and damage. And the zones are already starting from a smaller size. I do that to keep this ball rolling. I don't like that downtime, and I'm not a fan of the heal strat. So in my own event, my rules, baby. And there's my gift to you. Don't try to zone camp. All right, well, what is next here? Oh, well, looks like it's finally happening. Down to one last Panda. That's why they're extinct. It's down to Shaksa here with the M4 just wrecks into Bean. I love saying this, but that Bean's been planted is a clever little punk. But Shaksa facing a looming threat of Alpha Wolf and Nublet. And great effort on Shaksa's end. Unfortunately, outnumbered, outmanned, and outgunned in that situation, and not a lot you can do there. Execution going to carry on as a two-piece of Alpha and Nublet. Both are responsible for the entirety of the team's kills. Let's get a closer look here. Okay. Well, Santali of Brothertown just kind of laying low, let these numbers dwindle, and as a solo, that's exactly what he should be doing. Securing those placement points and trying to give your team as best of a chance to maintain some possibility of advancement here, especially when there's only one more match ahead of us to determine which of these, out of these 19 teams, which 4 will actually advance to the $450 finals tomorrow. Well, Zolder definitely feeling the tension here, and he's currently sandwiched in between 2 solos, one from the Lycans and one from the likes of the Bandits. I'm going to go switch over to Mr. Bandit Man himself here, because this is just too tempting. Wrong man. It's Excuse Baby here, filling in for the Bandits this time. Laying low, letting these numbers dwindle, and I like actually what 4 bros are doing here. As a 3-piece with 5 kills, it's already impressive, but I withdraw my statement about liking what they're doing. Laurie just wrecked into, because they're sandwiched, as I just had previously said, between the Lycans and the likes of the Bandits, but I had already forgotten who I was talking about. Let's go check in on the winners of round 1 here. It's going to be the Monsters and Royals of War taking a much slower approach here in round 2. We see them still 3-piece, but 0 kills on the board. And maybe they just went so ham in round 1 that perhaps they're just going to lay low and say, let's be kosher boys. No ham in round 2. Well, that zone is shrunk, and this is going to be an interesting end game, ladies and gentlemen. With this high ground and low ground variation, anything can happen. And I think it should be a contest here, essentially to see who is going to battle and secure this positioning right here on this high ground, getting this overwatch over majority of the playing field. Only time will tell. But no time to waste. We have got to go over to the boys in Team 12. It's Twisted Minds. Oh, pardon me, it wasn't. It was actually Deuces who were saying deuces to themselves as they were just annihilated by Evolution. Well, Twisted Mind's going to fall back, as you can see. Dumb luck. They're going to be needing a little bit of luck here because they're sandwiched in between 3 looming threats here. Beneath them, they got the Bandits. Above them, Royals of War and Twisted Minds here. This is going to be interesting because Royals of War just annihilated the field in round 1. That is Mac being wrecked into by Twisted Minds' D. And surprised that Tech does not... well, I guess there wasn't a lot of time to assist his fallen teammate there. Getting back to what he thinks might be a position to cover, but he's right next to a Bandit. It's Baby there. He does have a high ground advantage, so maybe... Yes, he does use it to his advantage to get the quick headshot. All right, Tech desperately needing to heal. All the while, we got something else here on the playing field. It's going to be the boys in 4 bros. Now with 5 kills, I guess still with 5 kills, and right up in the clutches of Royals of War. We see Laurie throwing some stuff here at WM2M. He's hurt, but he is not backing away. Cooking up one. Gonna go Martha Stewart with that nade. Overcooked potentially? No. It does not hit the mark with Clock, but the following one from his teammate does. Clock taking such a huge hit here. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. All right, well, Laurie, in a conundrum. I'm going to do something real quick here. Yep, now you're not going to have to see my cursor anymore. All right, well, W1 holding the high ground. WM2 trying to get a little bit of nade out there, but ooh, W1 with a little side flank. Maybe an angle on shoulder. It actually looks like Clock could have a high ground overwatch, and every time W1 peaks like that, he's making himself vulnerable to Clock. Laurie cooking up some nades as well. Oh, man. This is going to be interesting. Dumtech now utilizing that high ground. Zolder's extremely low. Oh, and out of the frying pan and into the fire for poor Zolder here. He has just escaped the clutches barely of what remained of Dumb Luck, and now finds himself sandwiched in between two members of the Bandits, and that is not where you want to be. Stuck in between a rock and a hard place here with only 3 bandies. He does have a boost to his name, though, and quite a few pills. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please hop over to the YouTube. Or if you're watching on Twitch, pardon me, please hop over to the YouTube. And the link is pinned to the top of the chat feed. Be aware that this is going to be the last match that is aired on Twitch. After this, the final match will only be seen on YouTube. All right, Evolution, Intraflow, trying to get an angle here on some of these high ground holders in execution, but they do have the advantage of already having this zone. Royals of War having a bit of a tougher go, as I believe we mentioned that, but as you can see, WM2 is down, leaving things relying entirely upon Franco, and Franco alone here. And he's going to try his best to enshroud his teammate in a cloud of smoke and secure a revive if possible, and he might just be able to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this goes to exemplify the importance of keeping utilities, especially on a map as open as Miramar here. Come in-game, these utilities can be the last second difference maker between life and death. Franco taking such a huge hit from Alpha Wolf, just prepared as all could be for just any sort of peak there, and boy, great reaction time and plenty of meds too. With the high ground over Twisted Minds as well. All right, Alpha Wolf going after D in the distance and desperately trying to heal, but now welcome to a RedEyes dead zone, my friend. Boom. Now you know. All right, Santali up in the mix here. Let's see. Rename. Nice. All right. We're down to 3 teams, ladies and gentlemen. This final hope here for Brothertown, Santali, who's been able to stay alive as a solo for quite some time. The final hope here for Execution, which is Nublet, responsible for 2 of the team's 6 kills. And then there is, of course, the all too real looming threat that is the 4-piece of Evolution, just using the numbers to their advantage in this 2-2 split and dominating the playing field. Nice high ground, and that's going to leave Nublet in a 1v4 situation. But hey, I said, what are the odds of seeing a squad wipe in round 1? And then we saw it. Can't rule anything out here in PUBG Mobile. And Noob is out. Goodness, boy. That is a monster performance by the likes of Evolution, able to maintain their full 4-person squad all the way through end. And that is why they were able to use those numbers to their advantage. In poker, we call that, when you're the big chip stack, called bullying the table. And that's exactly what Evolution did. It's exactly what you should do when you have those numbers. 9 kills to their name between 3 players. Nicely done. Execution grabbing second with 6, 4 of which came from Alpha Wolf. We got the boys in Brothertown securing third with 5. Coming in fourth, it's going to be the boys in Twisted Minds with 4, pardon me. Royals of War still, playing a much different game here than Aaron Gale, but you got to remember, each map is geographically different, and different geography means different tactics need to be implemented, and that's exactly what Royals of War did. They utilized their specialty of and their strengths and confidence in Aaron Gale. Said maybe we're not the best desert, map attendees. So we're going to just make sure we get that placement. And boy, they maintained a 5th place finish here with 1 kill going to WM2M. 6th place belongs to the Lycans with 1 kill from Moon. The Bandits in 7th with 5, 3 of which go to Mini. All right, let's see. 8th place is going to go to the... Oh, pardon me. Come on. To the boys in Silence. That's going to be, unfortunately for them, a big fat onion. Another 3-piece. Actually, 2 more 3-pieces on the way. 4 bros, ironically a 3-piece, but with 6 kills to their name, half of which go to Laurie. We got Dumb Tech. Pardon me. I guess this is Dumb Luck in 10th place with 1 kill going to Tech. 11th is going to go to Team Secret. That is going to be with 3 kills between Warlock and Slacks. 12th place belongs to the boys in HSH. Juices. 12th place with 2 kills. Panda Esports in 13th with 2 kills between Bonkal and Shaksa. We got the Fruit Cups in 14th with 4, half of which go to Quick Nick. 15th goes to Road to Death with 1 kill, and that goes to Amrit. 16th belonging to the boys in Eternal. That's going to be with 1 kill from Clout. 17th is going to go to Dark Esports. That's going to be with 1 kill from Amrit. Wait, we got 2 Amrits here. Okay. I don't remember where I was there. I'm going to go up here, get that screenshot. See, Looney is going to be taking 18th place with 5 kills, pardon me. 3 of those 5 go to Ecstasy. And 19th and last place is going to go to Iconic Gaming with 1 kill from Gavinci. Well, oh well, oh well. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a ridiculous round 2. I'm not gonna, play favorites or anything, but I will say this. The viewer turnout is not as high as some of the other qualifiers, but the gameplay and action is by far probably the most intense qualifier that I've seen so far this year. So thank you for bringing y'all's A game. And I do want to say we have now seen our participants on the first map ever of Erangel, and then just now the wide open desert of Miramar. But I am all too curious what is going to happen when we take things to a concluding point for the night and close the game in around the lush condensed forest. I am, of course, speaking of Sandhawk when we return for round 3 of my very own Redeyes $450 Dead in February tournament qualifiers for Group C, brought to you and sponsored by Hunter of Gunmen and Glacier Gaming. Stick around. We'll be back soon. Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our third and our final round. I guess this one's more appropriate. Our final round of the night for my very own RedEyes $450 Dead in February tournament qualifiers for Group C, brought to you and sponsored by Hunter of Gunman and Glacier Gaming. And we are going to be concluding the night with, you guessed it, ding, 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 a Sandhawk match. What do we need to say about a map like Sandhawk? Well, essentially the exact opposite of our last map, which was Miramar, our largest map. And this one, on the other hand, is going to be our smaller map. And what does that mean for us? Wow, that is so weird. I'm going to go ahead and take that out of there. What does that mean for us? It means, you know, maybe a potentially earlier confrontations, more early game, CQC. It's also the most condensed map that we have in the game. Now, when I say condensed, I mean most lush and vegetation. There's more natural cover to take, more grass to hide inside, and trees and boulders to hide behind, so you need to be alert for a higher than average number of snakes than usual. And the third and final thing is that this flight path is almost inconsequential, because you can get anywhere you want just by deploying your chute early enough. And already, Pine Nan going to be contested between the likes of Iconic, Execution, Twisted Minds, and the Lycans. Let's go tune in and see what's happening. Let me switch over to the correct scene. All right. Final round, if you're just now tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. This is now exclusively on YouTube. So, oh, it looks like Execution having at it here with the boys in Iconic. Let's turn that music off. Ayo, DJ, cut the beat. All right, chill. Doing everything his name suggests and just chilling, laying low and handling his cool. All the while, the Lycans facing a bit of a conundrum in the distance. Chill getting flashed in a very unerotic way there, being really hurt. However, the boy's got the AK and he intends to use it. Nicely done. And a couple thirsts to follow, as to be expected. Well, that is going to bring it down to Zoo, and Zoo alone here for Iconic Gaming. All right, well, Zoo's moments could be numbered here. All the while, Eternal Drippy not facing a lot of happy times in his neck of the woods either, as he is in the clutches of the Lycans, exchanging knock for knock there. Ooh. Looks like someone's trying to escape the Lycans, but you can't outrun the wolves, man. Oh, this is interesting. I kind of like the spread here. It looks like Zoo has been taken out and eliminated in the distance. That's it for Iconic. All right. Well, this is the story of Pine Nan, is that when this riverway splits the two regions, it can often result in a bit of a standoff. Ooh, where there's only one panda remaining here, and it is Shaksa, yet again, the panda on the verge of extinction here, with no health to speak of, trying desperately to get this first aid off. Can he do it before the inevitable push from his opponents here? Wow, nice drop shot by Shaksa. Goodness gracious. The boy means business. However, the jinxes are real. Dark Esports comes and serves a little third-party retaliation there. Clout, the final hope here for Eternal yet again with a takedown on Noob of Dark Esports via the Tommy gun. And a quick thirst to follow, as to be expected, but here comes Captain, El Capitan, and Naomi. And boy, did they ever wreck house. Clout is out of there, and Eternal is anything but Eternal at this point. No time to waste, ladies and gentlemen. Half the teams seem to converge here at Pine Nan. This is going to be a great move, potentially, on behalf of Execution, as Bean tries to go secure some high ground. Looks like the Fruit Cups could be doing a little bit of work off in the distance. Let's catch eyes on Noob. Tryout, quick nick, and 1v4. Well, Noob is knocked. That's one knock, Noob, and here we see it. Tryout. Ooh, if this is, in fact, his tryout, he just got 3 people with a DBS, I think. 3 people in 2 shots. That is very rare to see that. These clips tonight are insane. That is just bonkers. These are amazing clips I'm getting tonight. Easily the most absolutely intense qualifier that we have had so far this year. A little bit of a spread on the field at this point, which is less to be expected on a map as small as Sandhawk, but it does happen from time to time. And while it is more applicable to the larger maps, a more passive early game only equates to a more action-packed and climactic mid or end game, so it's going to be worth the trade if you ask me. I am curious, however, ladies and gentlemen, if we'll see the inevitable heal strat from some people who may not be watching and supporting the stream to get that free little piece of knowledge about the dead zones are boosted. Well, I'll tell you what. While we have a brief moment, we're going to go over the format as it stands once more. Keep in mind, the format has changed a bit since this graphic was made, but we'll go over the changes as we go through it. So we got 20 teams competing, and of those 20 teams, 4 will actually advance because we run 3 rounds of qualifiers now instead of 4. So 12 qualified teams was 8 invited tier 1 teams, so they all duke it out for the $450 prize pool tomorrow at 9 o'clock p.m. EST. And on that note, I am going to get this sent over here and announce. Now, the poster is not quite finished because the final tier 1 teams have not yet been announced, but we have most of them on the poster here and ready to go. Bam. Bam. And bam. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and check out what's happening on the playing field first. Oh, yeah, nice twangy here. In a bit of a... Oh, my apologies. It's not twangy. It's going to actually be Royals of War. WM2M. Very close by 2 members of the opposition here in deuces. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting... Oh, looks like those boys are cooking up some nades. Going to make it rain a little bit of hellfire here on Royals of War's M2M. It's Pho and Fang. Oh, Pho and Huang. Well, while we got this about to happen, it looks like WM2M's teammates, W1 and Yo and Franco are pushing up to the party. Oh boy, things could be bad here for M2M. Gonna try to plan up a little bit of a utility nade here, expecting the boys in deuces to potentially push them. Well, this could be interesting because Royals of War, the remainder of the team, is securing a nice little flank, catching Huang unaware, and now Pho is down to himself because Jay is so far away. Oh, man. Pho in a bit of a conundrum. It's a great conundrum. It's a conundrum. Ooh. Oh, that's an ultra kill right there. Well, that is going to be it for the boys and deuces, almost. Were it not for the sneaky little grass snake remaining, that is Jay. And they better be thanking their lucky stars for Jay, because if it weren't for him, they wouldn't have a shot of gaining more placement points. All right, execution. Pretty solidified unit for the most part here. It looks almost to be a bridge camp on the Pine Ann outskirts, but I'm hesitant to call it a bridge camp on this map. Lycans firing outward at Wolf. Wolf retaliating. How ironic that a wolf is up against the Lycans. These are just different names for wolves. All right. Well, off in the distance we hear silence. No pun intended. That's... Ooh, off... And Dark's captain getting a little bit of attention here. Being shot pretty low. Wolf being focused on for a brief moment by members of the Lycans and Dark. Taking a pretty hard hit. It does seem like we have something going off in the distance. But just a brief moment, ladies and gentlemen. Want to get this up here on screen. Nice. Well, Moon needs to figure something out here before he brings on too much attention. But for the time being, Execution is actually facing a pretty tough one here as Chill is knocked. It looks like he is revived just in the nick of time. And boy, that is the player you want to get up because he's already got 4 kills on the board. Oh, the Alpha Wolf has been taken down, leaving it all riding on Bean and Nooblet here while Chill tries to heal. Is it going to be a push from the Lycans? We'll have to wait and see. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, this is the third and the final round of my very own RedEyes $450 Dead in February tournament qualifiers for Group C, brought to you and sponsored by Hunter of Gunman and Glacier Gaming. And we really appreciate you guys being here. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube and please like the video as well. If you guys appreciate these sort of events, this is now one of 2 events in North America that gives the open community a recurrent opportunity to compete against the Tier 1 professional teams. It has been exclusively my event for the past year, but now, thank goodness, to Aftershock Media Group launching the Titan Series tournament, which will begin open registration next season. We have 2 events available to the community to give you guys that amazing opportunity and really get your name noticed. So if you're interested in registering for one of these bad boys, the link will be in my Discord, and the Discord is going to be provided by the link tree. The link tree, I believe, is currently pinned to the top of the chat feed. All right, where to tune into? Yeah, Twangy is in the biggest predicament of the playing board right now, just because he's got a little bit of a 1v4 scenario with the likes of Execution. Whether or not, yeah, given the way that Execution is actually, if you'll notice, they're aiming directly down towards his direction, so they seem to have caught wind of him, and that could be very problematic if he doesn't pull a nice, like, edge zone flank rotation away, and it doesn't seem to be what he's got planned here. He's actually getting closer to the opposition, putting himself in a position where he is literally going to be, well, not literally, metaphorically, he is going to be swimming in a pool of Execution members and cannot swim. Oof! Case in point. Well, what else to tune into? Right now, we got a little bit of downtime, ladies and gentlemen. So, with this little bit of downtime, I'm going to go ahead and put this bad boy on the field. Let's see it. Come on. Boom! Alrighty, here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the poster for tomorrow, but the $450 Dead in February tournament finals. Here are the confirmed Tier 1 teams that we're going to be releasing so far. Keep in mind there are more to be added. However, we don't have them on this poster just yet. But we got Mizexis, Christie's Fan Club. Believe they changed their name to like Wukami or something. Execute, Nova, and the Panthers, just to name a few. All right. So while I see there's not a lot else happening, I am going to go switch over to Evolution, the winners of round 2 here. Let me get this unloaded. Nice. And fade out. No, we'll swipe that out. All right, well, I'm hearing stuff on the board, but I don't see any... Okay, all right, it's the likes of Lycans firing northeastbound towards members... Oh, Royals of War also getting close to another opposition. Here, this is going to be interesting. Evolution coming up on his backside here. This could be a little bit of trouble here for the likes of the Lycans. We got Sun up in the sniper tower, just awaiting the inevitable push from the likes of Execution below. This is one of the predicaments and conundrums of Sandhawk, though, is even when you have this high ground, it can be so condensed with vegetation that you may not get that line of sight over your opponents below, and that is exactly what's happening to Suns here. All the while, I am hearing Evolution off in the distance, getting a couple claps on the board as they fight the 4 bros who are finally entering as a 4-piece. But now, 2 members down, Laurie and King, both pretty hurt. Laurie is revived, and look at Clock. Just blocking the opposition, but boy, Casper Curse is all too real as he is taken down in retaliation, leaving Laurie and Zolder remaining here. Those DBSs are out and about, and Laurie just wrecks into Indraflow. Beautiful takedown, and the 4 bros now with 8 kills to their name, 4 of which go to Laurie. All right, we're seeing a bit of predicament being brought onto Dumb Luck, and their Dumb Luck has run out. Like in Faith, he's the little fiddler on the roof here with a member of Execution beneath. That's going to be Bean, and Faith is relying on Faith and Faith alone. No, sir. He's also got a bit of 2 close quarter combat annihilators, the UMP 45 and that double barrel shotgun, the DBS. And honestly, both are phenomenal picks here for a confrontation like this. Alrighty. Faith is feeling the pressure, but we got Alpha Wolf off in the distance. Good positioning on Execution here. By Execution, I should say. Let me just go ahead and explain why. Because they got a nice little 2-1 split here, and this southbound position being held is going to give them not just a second perspective on the opposition, and the ability to cover more ground, and maybe even bully the later playing field, but even more so, the ability and possibility of taking a distraction to or from your teammates here. Well, Franco going off in the distance, and that's the Royals of War. I gotta go switch over to that because this is dragging on too long. So it's down to EU and Franco here for Royals of War. It looks like WM2M is knocked, and W1, their heavy hitter for round 1, is already eliminated. So they do have 5 kills as a 3-piece. WM2M is back up. UEOEU with a molly trying to keep the opposition here in road to death at bay. Ooh, WM taking such a hit that the play zone is able to finish the job. And ladies and gentlemen, it brings it to a great point. I don't care who you are, what tier you play in, even if you're a pro with a 10 KD, nobody, and I mean nobody, has a higher KD than that blue zone. Son of Lycans going off in the distance, acquiring his 2nd kill in the team's 4th. And they're just a 2-piece of Sun and Moon. How fitting. Well, Moon is hoping to bring a little bit of nightfall here to the opposition. But as Sun, actually it's Sun who's getting closer, fighting Deuce's J, holding him off at bay with a bit of a Molotov cocktail there. Let's get a God's eye view here. Wow, actually a lot of distance between them. Look, 4 bros coming up on the side. Lycan's holding this down, but what an opportunity for Chris of Silence to get a amazing third-party surprise attack here on the Lycans. However, they do hold a pretty effective high ground here over him. Now, whether or not they are aware of his positioning, yet to be seen. Mando could be taking the attention off of Chris. This is his opportunity to strike onto Moon. The sun has set, leaving it all riding on Moon. Here we go. Chris taking such a brunt load of damage, but Moon has got to be aware of the RedEyes rules, man, and I don't give second chances. That's clocking some house as well. Oh, sorry about that highlighter. All right. This is that final calm before the storm, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 2 teams spread across 7 people. It's a 4v3, 4 bros versus the likes of Spirit. Pardon me, I called them Silence, but they're Spirit. My apologies to Spirit. Matter of fact, as an apology, I don't think we've had much screen time on him either, and that's just due to the lack of, I guess actually coincidence, because they're going off this round with 8 kills between Sleepy and Mando. I'm going to get it from Sleepy's perspective, just playing the statistics here and the probabilities. Now, this boy needs to be aware of these dead zone damages, and I think he just became aware potentially too late. Chris taken down by the zone as well. And that was a knock that didn't need to happen. Sleepy healing up just in the nick of time, but just more damage raining on him. Bullets come absolutely pouring down. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just like that, it is game over. What an absolute crazy night for games, dude. I said it already, but I'm going to go ahead and say it again. Tonight's qualifier, while not the highest attended by any means, it was by far the most intense gameplay that I've seen so far of the year in a qualifier. And 4 bros annihilating the playing field. Count them up, ladies and gentlemen. Literally 17 kills on the board. And 7 of which go to Laurie. But all things considered, it was a very well-rounded effort by each one of them. Everyone put their fair share of kills in there. And just amazing performance to the 4 bros. Shows what they can do when they compete as a 4-piece. So, gotta do it, gotta do it, gotta do it. All right. Well, we got the 4-piece of Spirit in second place, but with 8 kills between Sleepy and Mando. 5 of those kills go to Sleepy. Very great, efficient performance as a 2-piece to get that many. Not bad at all. The Lycans working their way all the way up to the bronze medal 3rd place finish. However, with only 2 tags, it ain't going to count. But they're participating, and that shows a lot of good sportsmanship. They're going to be taking 3rd place with 4 kills. We got the 3-piece of Deuces grabbing 4th, but with a big fat onion for kills. Another 5th place finish for the Royals of War. So that's 1 first place and 2 5th place finishes. And with the top 4 advancing, I'd say their odds are looking very good about advancing. But only time will tell, as those scores will be released tonight. Because well, I'll go ahead and wait a couple seconds. But Royals of War, 5th place, 7 kills. Not bad. Execution in 6th place, and that's going to be with 8 kills between them. Not bad either. Road to Death, only 1 tag, so 0 points either way, but a 7th place finish, big fat onion for kills. We got 8th place belonging to the 3-piece of Dumb Luck. Dumb Luck grabbing 8th with 1 kill, and that's going to be from Angry. Evolution in 9th this time around with 0 kills to speak of. Twisted Minds as a 3-piece acquire 10th place, but it's a big O for kills. The Fruit Cups in 11th, and that's going to be with 4 on the board. Let's see, yeah. 12th place going to Dark Esports. Dark Esports with 6 kills between 3 players. Not bad. 13th going to the Bandits with 0. Keeping up that trend, we got Team Secret in 14th with 0. 15th is going to belong to Eternal with 1 kill from Clout. 16th going to the full 4-piece of Brother Town, pardon me. I don't know how I just got that ditzy right there. Brother Town in 16th with 4 kills between Jasa and Kidu. We got Panda Esports in 17th with 2. And then lastly, Iconic Gaming, 18th and last place with 0. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute honor and pleasure getting to cast these Dead in February qualifiers for you. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm so proud of what we have accomplished so far with this event. And February is, we just concluded February tomorrow. I guess we will conclude February tomorrow. But this month marks 2 years running for my Dead in Month tournament. And that means that not only is it one of only 2 opportunities, recurrent opportunities for the open community to compete with the Tier 1 professional community, but it's also the second longest non-affiliated North American event, second only to the Rose League run by my boy Shredder. And so between he and I, it's you know, we're both doing everything we can, along with so many other amazing content creators and orgs, trying to keep this North American esports scene alive and thriving. And thanks to Aftershock Media Group's phenomenal addition to the mix, including the Titan Series tournament. Now there are 2 opportunities to compete with the pros, and boys, they have a $2,000, pardon me, boys and girls, $2,000 prize pool every month, from what I understand. So that's a lot of money on the table. Be sure to go follow Aftershock Media Group on all their socials, and then also follow Titan GG, or pardon me, Titan Series GG on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all the works. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste a lot of your time. I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming to support the event, support your teammates, and I mean, dare I say, maybe even supporting me a little bit as well. Right now, we got 30 viewers. When I read this, hey, Psycho, what's up, brother? And that is a phenomenal count. But it's time to conclude the stream because let me go ahead and actually put this on the board one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, the $450, while it's not going to be live tonight, it's going to be going down tomorrow, Sunday gun day here. It's going to be the $450 finals, 4 matches of action, mayhem, strategy, and tier 1 absolute trolling. And $400 of that is going to go to the first place finishers, nothing for second. So it's all or nothing, ladies and gentlemen, unless you get more kills than anyone else on the board, in which case you get a little $50 tip in your pocket. But that's going to be done. First 2 matches will be on YouTube and Twitch, but the last 2 matches of the event will be held exclusively here on the YouTube. So please, please, please do subscribe to the channel and like as well. I am desperately trying to grow my YouTube and hit 1,000 followers, ideally before July. And I think we're on pretty good track here for that. With that being said, guys and girls, by the time you see this stream end, I'll be going live immediately again for some personal gameplay. And if you guys like watching Potato do potato things, by all means, feel free to come join. And I do viewer games every night. So you're welcome to watch. You're welcome to come participate, whatever you're feeling like. But thank you guys so much. And I really would appreciate if you could invite all your friends and let them all know about tomorrow. Please show up in attendance for the $450 finals. My staff and I put just an absolute ton of effort and heart into this event, and Hog and Glacier, what they put out for this community is unprecedented, because it's not an org. It's out of their own personal pockets because of their love for this community and this game. So please make it worth their while by showing up, showing some support, be it just being having the tab open in the background, coming to watch your favorite team compete, or hey, honestly, if it's coming to support me or the continuation of this event, I would love that as well. I don't want to waste y'all's time. We'll be back at you tomorrow at 9:00 p.m. EST for those $450 Dead in February finals. And in the meantime, it's been an honor and a pleasure, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.